It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and right now you got it too. Enjoy another outstanding audio clip from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.
And on the line with us today, we have John Durbin Husher. We'll be discussing his fantastic book, By a River on a Hill, available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And I will say, John was brought to our network, People of Distinction, today by some of the best movers in the business, Lit Prime Publishing. So if you have a book that you'd like moved, move it through Lit Prime. You can find them at litprime.com. And guys, listen, it is an absolute pleasure to have John here on the line because his book we're discussing today is a fictional narrative, okay? So first and foremost, it's made for the purposes of entertainment. But what is great about it is really the underlying message is something that we can all get behind. Now, John wrote this book in hopes of inspiring today's youth to really fight for their place in life. Okay, it's all about finding your true calling, and we're going to learn from the characters in this book. They were also faced with similar dilemmas, similar questions in which they had to figure out for themselves the journey that they wanted to take in their lives. It's a coming-of-age tale, something that we can all relate to. We've all gone through it, and I love the fact that we have John here on the line because, again, he wrote the book. He actually works with youth and asks them that question constantly. So he's the expert. He's going to be able to articulate all the nuances in his book much better than I ever could. So without further ado, let's jump right in. By a River on a Hill. Tell us a little bit about your book.
The story will hopefully inspire young people to fight for a meaningful place in life. I wrote By a River on a Hill for students and engineers and others who love to solve problems and those who love to overcome a challenge. This is a story of problem solving. The story is about the exciting lives of twins after overcoming their poor birthrights. Whether young or old, the reader will find the experience and happenings throughout the story quite unique and exciting reading. It is a strong story for the young person who is just about to step into the competitive world, or for the lovers of adventure, no matter what the age. The story begins prior to the birth of the twin brothers, so as to bring you into their lives as they entered it. You'll find it exhilarating seeing each mature thought the young years, the Depression, the Golden Gate Bridge entered into their lives. For instance, the Golden Gate Bridge is a very interesting part of this book. It's only mentioned because the town here in California of San Francisco was going to build a bridge. And they were looking around to who could supply the parts for that bridge. It turns out that the city I was born in, Menneson, Pennsylvania, which is a steel mill city, also had a wire mill. And that wire mill developed the cable that eventually was accepted by San Francisco. So the Golden Gate Bridge, all the cabling is done by the company in my hometown, Pennsylvania, as well as much of the steel work that goes into that bridge. So anyhow, that's a good start of getting into not only the book about my twin, my brother and I, and how we proceeded through tough times in our lives, but how we always seem to win. There's always interesting stories like this one about the Golden Gate Bridge, and how it was affected by the people that I lived with and was born with in 1932. So that shows you the beginning of the book anyhow.
It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and look forward to enjoying other outstanding audio clips from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.